there, everybody. Welcome to episode 16 of Incensed, a Pokemon Go podcast. I am Masterful 27, and tonight I've managed to bribe, persuade. No, that sounds really awful, doesn't it? We have got a mystery guest joining us on tonight's episode. But first, I am joined by the crew. We've got the guy who can show off about the length of his lightsaber, Casual Coops. We've got the boy dreaming of being too fast whilst also being furious. Yes, it's Pogo Milo UK. And we've got the guy who rules our empire and will always strike back. Yes, that is Ian Waterfall. Guys, how are you all doing?
Oh, mate, do you know what? And I know I've said this before.
You say it every week.
That intro,
you say this every week.
I know. That intro was the best one we've ever done. So fair play to you, brother. Fair play.
Yeah, I love the callback. And I'm sorry, I will get furious if my microphone cuts out.
If you only knew the power of the dark side, Mark.
Is it? Have I got to do a lightsaber noise?
Your wasp sound effect again. And Mark, how are you doing this evening?
I'm all right. I had my vaccine today. I've had my first vaccine for COVID-19.
Congrats, mate.
Good stuff, mate.
And I'm 5 hours after having it as we record this, and I'm okay. I'm good.
No side effects.
Good to hear.
Thank you, guys. So, before we start, what are we all drinking?
I'll go first because my drink actually colour matches my shirt.
Oh.
This looks very bougie.
This is very nice. This is a lavender, violet, and rosemary gin and tonic.
Ooh.
Oh, Milo, you let me in it. Oh, I thought you were going to say you posh twat there. Milo, you've let me down. I've got a Peroni for us because I thought you was going to be drinking one, but you've got some bougie bloody.
I'm out of Peroni, mate. Out of Peroni.
Well,
next week.
I'm still on the water like last week.
It is in your name, so it works.
Absolutely. And you know what water is? Oh, Mark's on the water too, by the looks of things.
Ian, did you realise that pun you just did then, bro? You went, I'm still on the water? No, just me? Fair.
Before I go into the normal spiel that we do after this, guys, I'm sorry, I'm going to have to share this with everyone listening to the podcast because we get some little snippets of really good things that actually make us all, we're a little bit humbled by some of these. But for those who are familiar with the Apple podcast charts, well, if Bruno Brooks back in the day was doing the top 40, let's put it this way, no song went up the amount of places we did, guys, did they? In the Hong Kong video games chart podcast. Ian, how many places did we go up, boy? Go on.
We went up 108 places to number 15 in the Hong Kong video game chart.
Fucking mental.
Top 15, baby.
I'm milli rocking for that vibe. Let's go, boys.
What have you taken today, Coops?
I don't know what's wrong with me, but I'm just on a hype, bro. It's been a crap day at work, but we're out here, bro. We're out here.
108 places. That's phenomenal. I loved it when you sent us the graphic. I was like, what the fuck?
I just Googled us, and yeah, 108 places up in Hong Kong.
It's still something.
It's something.
It's still something.
I'll take that top 15.
Do you know what I find more impressive? Like the fact that it's an English podcast, and obviously, like in Asia, like that's just amazing. Like we're not even popular in England, but we're popular all around the world.
Everywhere,
but you know what I mean. But you know what I mean, though. Like the fact that these countries, and I know we're on a few other charts as well. Like English is not these countries' first languages, and here we are in the top 50, bro. Like, come on, it's a big achievement, boys. Big achievement.
I'll definitely take that. Yeah, well done, guys.
Yeah, well done. I wanted to mention it because I thought that was worth mentioning at the beginning of the podcast. So you heard it very early on, everyone. Let's get to the spiel now. Right.
Spin it out.
Exactly. Guys and girls listening to us, crack up on a cold one, throw down your incense, and we're sending all the Shiny 100 Look vibes your way. And those who have Shiny while listening to the podcast, please share your successes on Twitter with the hashtag Incensed Podcast. Get that right. So we're going to jump to the Pokemon Go goodness. I slipped it in quite quickly at the beginning there, and that's not an OnlyFans joke. Please.
You beat us to it, Mark.
Mark, I'm proud of you. It's never normally you.
But we have got a mystery guest joining us this week, which is really, really cool.
The mystery guest is named John Bobbitt.
So we've gone from Queen Elizabeth II to John Bobbitt. That's
Bobbitt, yeah.
They both have a lot of history behind them.
Yeah. Whoever they are, hope you've brought your big lightsaber with you.
or got their replica one with them anyway.
Yeah.
So, guys, we're going to play the yes/no game. For those who are new to the podcast, everybody is going to get the opportunity to ask a question. The mystery guest can only answer yes or no, and then everybody at the end. And, you know, I've said it in the order I've asked them. If anyone wants to have a guess straight away, just go for it. Let's have a fight to try and work out who it is. But let's start from the beginning. So, mystery guest, can you answer this yes or no? Mystery guest, to meet yourself, first of all. And Coops, over to you.
Cool, mate. I'm actually, all banter aside, going off the lightsaber joke. I'm going to ask a really simple question because it might be able to help me. So, our mystery guest, #John Bobbitt, are you a male?
Yes.
Oh, I think I know who that is. Sorry for the pause. I think I know who that is. All right, who's up next asking?
Really shit at asking these questions. Are you from the USA?
Yes.
Yeah, that was obvious because they chose
Look,
John
I told
Bobbitt.
you
For
I'm
God's
shit
sake.
at these questions. I did give you a pre-warning.
I know
You
it
really
is.
are. That's just a
Said-
wasted question.
We're going to get
Well,
like
Coops says he knows who it is, so it's fine.
I think I might have an idea. My question: do you travel around quite a bit?
Yes.
I know who it is. Go on, Coops, because I think we're on the same page here.
So all I will say, Mark, if you'll allow me to take this,
Yeah, of
Mark,
course I will.
who did I think our mystery guest was when JT Valor was on? Who did I say?
I know who you said.
Yeah, go on, say it.
Because I want
Say
you
it.
to say
No,
it.
we both said it, Coops, and we
Yeah,
said
yeah.
it was Echo Games. There we go.
He's here.
Let's go, bro. He's here. He's here.
How's it going, man?
Hi, everybody. How's it going?
How are you, bro?
I'm tired because I never stop moving.
Listen, where'd you get the John Bobbitt from, or just fancied it today?
It's a long story. The long story short of it was the first time I ever had a girlfriend. That was the story my dad told me about not cheating on another girl.
Oh,
Wow,
okay.
that is a sledgehammer approach.
Yeah.
Damn, that will scare anyone.
That's good advice, isn't it? That's-
You better
Makes
have to
sense.
talk with your son. It's, okay, I got this.
Yeah. My mom said, you better have the talk. He's like, all right, boy, listen. You cheat, she's going to cut your dick off. That's it. End of story.
I might use that for my son if I have one.
It's so funny because, like, you know, when your name popped up, and I didn't know who John Bobbitt was, and Ian's there straight away going, "Yeah, that's a dude on his dick chopped off." I was going, "Did he?"
I was hoping at least one person would get it.
Yeah, the other three didn't, but yeah.
If it gets chopped off, can't you have like plastic surgery? And
Well, have a bigger one put back on.
Yeah. that's the only positive, isn't it?
Here's the kicker. You know what he went into after it happened?
Go on.
What happened?
He went into porn as the headless horseman.
Are you being serious?
Dead ass.
Coops, it's Google time, mate.
No, I'm not.
I was thinking that search history.
Oh my god! See, listen. You know, always a silver lining. Always silver lining.
Incensed podcast is educational.
I mean, he had to do something. She cut it off and threw it in the field in the middle of the night.
He's never finding it, is he?
Oh, that's God.
No, they recovered it.
Oh, did they?
Yeah.
Yeah, from a family going strawberry picking the next week.
Oh,
no. Okay, I'm done with this. Sorry, Mark.
Echo, it's phenomenal to have you here, mate. Thank you so much for coming on,
Oh,
buddy.
no. The honor is mine. I appreciate you guys having.
When we were chatting, because we've chatted a long time, you know, I just floated, said, "Do you want to just chat some shit with us?" And you're like, "Yeah, I'm down with that." And I went, "Cool, okay, easy."
Yep.
It is what it is.
And your name was
then
one of the first
immediately-
ones to come up when we was talking about people getting onto this podcast.
Yeah, it was.
So, yeah.
It was.
So it's great to have
Yeah,
you here.
too right. But there's a lot to talk about on this episode.
Yeah.
This one. So, God, I've lost my train of thought. Well, let's do the getting to know you
Penises,
round.
Mark. We're
So-
talking penises.
We're talking penises, yeah.
I was going to say, Mark,
Lightsabers.
Mark, don't fuck it up or I'll chop it off.
I think everyone would be more concerned if I was like completely composed during that conversation. It was really chilled.
Yeah, that's a little too creepy.
Oh God!
We're such kids, aren't we? I feel like we've gone all giggly because we mentioned willies. We're all like, "Ah!" We're such kids.
Oh God! So we'll get to the getting to know you section.
I think we've just done that.
We have got to know each other, yeah. We're going to throw another question out there, as we've already answered the first question. The question I want to ask everybody: do you have any weird superstitions? And John Bobbitt, we're going to start with you.
Okay, so I'm not gonna lie. This is probably the weirdest one I can think that I have. I'm that asshole that every time I see something on social media that says, if you don't share this, a family member is going to die or this is going to happen, bad luck, I will legitimately share that post and then mute the person that did it because I don't want to see that shit again.
That's a wise
Oh, is that
approach.
for real? For real?
Yes, I hate it, but I've always just for some reason, like, it's the one superstition I have. Like, if that happens, if I don't share it, something bad's going to happen.
I don't want to take the risk. I don't want to take the risk, but I don't want to see it again from that person.
Exactly.
I like that.
Yeah, so I'll straight up share it and then mute them so I know I won't have to see it again.
Sure, it would be a better place for that if everyone did that, I think.
Echoes that guy on Valentine's Day, and it's like, forward this to 10 people, or you're going to be single forever. Is that you?
Well, no, 'cause luckily I'm married, so I can ignore that.
True. And yeah, Marky boy, I'm unlike Echo, mate. I've genuinely got no superstitions at all. Like nothing, sort of, no new shoes on the table, like nothing like that. I think just the family that I've grew up in, we've never. You know what I mean? Don't get me wrong. When I was little, my grandparents would be like, "Don't put new shoes on the table." But for me personally, like growing up, I'd sorry to let you down, mate. I genuinely don't live my life and sort of have any, to be honest.
You're not letting anyone down. It's about finding out more about it. So now we know you don't like podcasts and you're not superstitious. So it's
You're just fucking boring, aren't you?
no, we know what you're made of, Coops. This is good.
Yeah, just getting duller and duller. Milo, I'll be on your level soon. I'll be as
Well,
boring
I was
as
going to
you.
say, I'm going to follow your lead and say I honestly don't really have any superstitions either. Like, genuinely.
Oh, have you just
Has
got
he just
that?
got a shiny marrow?
Have you just got that?
Oh
Have you
my
legit
god.
just got a
Yeah.
shiny marrow?
We're 10
Yeah.
minutes in.
But, Echo, you just got a shiny Maril.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's what this is all about.
Nice.
Mark, what do we say to that, mate?
Winning.
Winning.
Jeez.
GG's.
GG's. Jesus.
And I feel like I cheated too because I didn't even catch it myself. I just turned the gotcha on.
Oh,
Even better.
yeah,
Even better.
better.
You're starting to
Nice.
sound like
That's
Milo
how I
now.
play.
Echo.
Yeah, that's how I play.
Ian
Yeah.
loves a gotcha catch.
Oh.
Ian loves a gotcha catch.
Listen, I don't have almost 300,000 in-game catches doing it by hand, okay?
Same.
Yeah.
But that's the point. I don't have any superstitions whatsoever.
Yes, my
Me
love.
and my family just don't really give a toss about that sort of stuff. No, nothing really there, to be honest. Sorry, Mark.
Wow. But maybe it's a generational thing, Ian. Maybe. I don't know.
Maybe it is. When I saw that question when you sent it out in the notes earlier, I read it and I thought, well, aren't all superstitions weird? Because they are, really, aren't they? There's not really any basis for any of them. But the one thing that always used to piss my ex off, she fucking hated it, is I would always salute a magpie. I don't know why. It's just something I've always done. But yeah, I'd always salute a magpie. And that's probably
As
the
in,
only
like,
thing-
salute,
Yeah.
like
like wave, salute, hand up. Yeah. That's probably the only one I really think about. There's not anything else that comes to
obviously
mind.
inform me and Milo because we're both clueless. I know you both are. Where does that stem from? Where does that come from?
Fuck knows.
Oh, yeah.
What you say? What's a magpie? Fucking hell.
Now I know why your missus left you. She's like, "What's this weirdo
Yeah,
doing?"
seriously,
saluting
she
to-"
did.
And you don't even know yourself. I'm
It's just something I've
dying.
always done, and your parents introduce you to this bullshit, and then it just kind of follows.
It sounds like a narrative that you don't even know what it's about, does it? It's like,
Did you get that narrative from CNN? What the fuck?
Probably. It's just some weird shit.
wow.
Anyway, Mark, what about you? Because you must have some weird superstitions if you ask this question.
I'm gonna let you into a little secret, right? I went onto Google and said like really good questions to ask to get to know you. We've done
That's pucker, mate. That is pucker.
I have a couple of superstitions. I do not walk over 3 drain covers in a row. I will always, if I see them, I'll just not go over them, or I'll go over 2 and jump over the final one. Don't know why.
That's a big one though, isn't it? That's a big one. That
I
is.
do it with that. It's hardwired, like, and even to the point now, like, me and my wife, we'll be out and she'll be like, "Go, be careful, there's 3 covers." And she's hardwired because I've been doing it since day one we've been together. And I'm like, that's mad. But Coops, you'll like my superstition one that I only adopted last mate. When the mighty Leeds United got promoted to the Premier League.
Yeah.
Didn't wash my Leeds shirt all season, mate. Anyway.
Oh,
Did you not, mate? Did you not?
No, I didn't.
That thing smelled like shit.
Yeah, I had a t-shirt on
Sounds
underneath.
vile.
But we finished 9th, Coops, and we'll take that, won't we, mate? That was a good first
Don't get me
season.
started, mate. Don't get me just finished 14th. I don't want to talk about it.
Adios, Roy. Adios. So we're going to get to the next part of the podcast. This is a real good part of it. This is called Milo's game. It's called the Flex game. And we're going to go through some random Pokemon Go statistics in the game. And we're going to just basically see who has the best
And you know what,
stats.
Mark? I think Milo might have some competition tonight.
Yes, yay.
How many this time? This could be interesting, actually. I feel quite excited when we've got like someone who uses a gotcha and he's hardcore as well. I think there could be a challenge on it. We're going to start with the first one, and all we're going to do is go around the table and see who's got the highest score on these. Let's just keep it nice and
Highest,
simple.
Coops.
Let's go
Yeah.
highest. So we're going to start with the Purifier medal, and for those who don't know what that is, it's the amount of shadow Pokemon that you have purified.
And the biggest waste of fucking Stardust ever.
Yeah.
This is why I put this one in, because if anyone who's got a high score on this one, have a think about what you've done.
I just want the platinum badge.
Oh, Ian.
All right,
Mr.
come,
Waterfall.
come on then, Echo. Where you at, brother?
I actually stopped on this one after I got enough platinum badges to level up. I didn't finish this one. I'm only at 644 on that one, but I was the first in my town to get it gold.
Nice.
Good stuff.
Yeah. 644 is huge. Well, for me, the reason why I've been on level 46 for a really fucking long time.
Yeah, you
actually.
should be like, yeah.
It's just, I really don't like spending Stardust. I just really, really don't. Hence the max Pokemon to level 50. So this is pathetic from me. So my total is 252.
What? Is that all?
Damn.
Shit.
Yeah.
It says that's pathetic, by the way. Remember, we haven't had mine yet. He called that
Okay.
pathetic.
We'll get a proper scale. Well, I'm at 481 because I hate the purifying thing. Fucks me off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If I get a shadow wob effect that could be a hundo, I'll purify it. Otherwise, it can fuck off.
Well, I'm slightly behind Echo on 625.
Jesus.
Up there. Damn.
Dang.
What about you, mate? Marky boy.
199. Anyway.
199. So you win, Mark. Lowest wins. And
No,
also,
that's why I said
Milo-
highest.
Yeah.
That's why I said-
Mark, can we just appreciate Milo just called you Marky Boy as well? That made my heart warm. That was cute. I like that.
That's a big
That's-
moment
that's
for me and
heartwarming.
Milo.
Let's have a hug. Let's have a hug.
That's like 16 episodes in mine. Show me some affection. Oh, thank you, mate.
But Mark, can I
We'll
just say,
get there.
looking at the Patreon gallery, we've got one of our patrons here that's on 898 purified.
Was it
hell.
Sue?
Pokemon.
It was a Sue. I knew it was. I knew it was. I didn't
Wow.
even need to check. I was like, Sue. I know it's Sue.
898. Wow.
Insane.
So we're going to go on to the second one, and this is the Unknown badge, and this is the total different ones caught. Bad grammar, wasn't it? So how many letters have you got, basically? Not total numbers, but how many different letters have you got so far? Who's go first this time?
Yeah, I'll set the ball rolling on this one. I have 18 unique unknown.
I'm Snaps. I'm 18 as well.
My boy.
Poopsie.
Mark, just quickly, what badge are we checking?
Unknowns.
So I've got. I lose this one. I'm on 17.
Echo.
Echo Corn, you must have like 27.
I have 25 out of 26.
Damn.
25. Yes.
Good traveling,
show,
mate.
Yeah.
Good traveling, buddy.
Traveling and trading, I assume, actually, as well. A little bit.
No, I've actually never traded one.
You've never? Oh.
No. I got,
Bloody hell, congrats.
let's see, I did GO-Fest in Chicago, GO-Fest in Asia. I did the Montreal Safari Zone, and I also went to, I cannot remember the event they had in Texas where they were spawning. I had to go get the X there. Yes, I flew to Texas just to get an X unknown.
That's hardcore.
Mad.
That is impressive.
Doing style.
I mean, you like traveling. So.
So, Echo, I take it you'll be doing the Verizon event this weekend.
Yes, I had like 8 people send me tickets before I even knew it was a thing.
Well, I'm so envious because, like, you know, it's not a slant at all on anyone. Because I guess I get it why they do a lot of them in America, but like it's like, oh, another event. And we're here in the UK going, just want one fucking event. Come on, just give us one.
This is the problem, isn't it? Because they're all sponsored events, so you're never going to get that in the UK.
Yeah, the UK has to have a business that will sponsor the event. Is the problem?
We need to find someone, don't we? Milo Peroni, maybe.
Yeah.
We'll get some talking with Peroni.
Oh dear God. I've got 17, by the way, so I didn't win that round. So
we are all fucking in the distance there with Echo. That is impressive.
My
man.
bad.
Really impressive.
That is genuinely very impressive.
And now we've got the final. This is a 2-part one because I think this one's pretty cool anyway. So it's the Pikachu one, but it's 2 parts to this. I want to know total seen in your Pokedex for Pikachu. So just a total that you've seen, not caught. And how many shinies have you got? And that could be anyone. So Shiny and Pikachu will bring up every single costume, bloody shiny Pikachu variant that's ever been.
And Mark, is this going to be the family or just the Pikachu?
Well, I've just gone for Pikachu. But that's a really good point, actually. Ian. So yeah, let's include family on this one, actually. Yeah.
All right, my total scene is 5,744.
Shit.
That's it.
What was that, Milo?
Right,
So
right.
good, 5 what?
5,744.
Ooh, good number.
Mine is 1264. And I thought that was okay, but that obviously not.
Mine is 2,500. And Echo, what's yours?
I don't even want to answer that. 10,607.
Yes. Well done.
Whoa.
That is wiping the floor with me.
I want to preface this, though. The reason I have seen so many is, 1, they spawn them at every damn event.
Yeah.
But 2,
Yeah.
it took me 2,700 seen before I got my first shiny Pikachu.
Oh my
Ouch.
God.
So you didn't get one on Community Day?
No, I was actually working, and my wife played, but didn't play for me.
There's always a reason, isn't there? It's always a reason. I had 5,851, so I was really
Shit, so
buzzing
mine
on
is
that
really
one.
bad.
I was like really pleased on that. I beat Milo on something. I still
Yeah,
came
well done.
second. So it's...
I think Milo must be feeling very frustrated at the moment, losing every round so far.
Post recording this, OnlyFans shoot would be great.
I'm going to start with the shinies because I think it's only fair that I'll set some sort of benchmark here, but it's not a great one. Total of 16. There you go.
I'm not doing much better, mate. I'm on 19.
Yeah, I'm only on 9 because I transferred loads.
So you'd have
your excuse every
409, wouldn't you,
week.
Coops?
Yeah.
Well, so from the 4 of us, I actually win, but I know Echo's going to whoop my ass. But I've got 23 shiny Pikachu.
Too bad. Echo, how many hundreds?
Actually, you win because 3 of these were traded to me, so I don't count that. I only have 15 out of almost 11,000.
Oh my
seen.
God.
Ian
How did I
wins.
beat you on a round? Mind you, I don't delete shinies. That's the thing. Whereas I'm guessing some of
I
you
don't
guys-
either.
Oh, you don't? Okay.
I've never deleted a shiny.
Neither have
just-
I.
Pikachu was the one RNG shiny that screwed him over because 2,700.
Pikachu's a bitch.
Yeah, I hate Pikachu too. Bastard.
Okay, I think it's safe to say Echo safely won that.
Well, Ian won a round and Echo won everything else. So, yeah, well,
Sorry, guys.
Welcome
Echo,
to the
do you
show.
want to come back every week so you can kind of keep Milo in his place?
I was going to say, actually, I saw on Twitter you were like, what, 280,000 total catches or something, aren't you? Round about that.
I'm at 276054.
So I'm on 272566. So we're pretty level. I need to catch up a little bit.
I
Ooh.
think they're comparing sizes, Coops, these two are. Bloody hell. We
Coops,
heard them,
you're
mate.
out, mate. You're out, Coops.
I have to just say one thing though. I love Coops. I love you almost have like, it's like you turn the casualness on when you feel like there's good. It's like we did the distance one. You went, I've only got like, was it
Yeah, I've only
15
got 10
million?
million.
I think it was 18 million. Yeah, I have no idea.
Well, guys, that was really good fun of the game. I didn't get any wins in that, but it's not about that. That was good
It's
stuff.
about the taking part, Marky boy.
Exactly. And I always take part, Coops, you know that.
So does Coops. You should see some of the OnlyFans videos.
We're going to put a poll out on the. No, we're not. Right, anyway.
you need to put one out tonight, Mark, actually.
I was going to say, who's going to put their poll out later?
Whoa.
We are going to talk about that later. Because we did have a poll that went on for 24 hours. And guys, we're going to have to
Yeah, you kind of committed us to something there, Mark.
we're going to
You really
join
did.
that hot tub controversy. But anyway, we're moving on from the hot tubs. Right, we're going to go to grill the guests. So we're all going to have the exciting opportunity of asking our guest, John Bobbitt. I'm going to keep calling you that, Echo. So
Go for it.
any questions you want?
Yeah, I'll go first. So, Echo Games, your first question from me is, are you jealous that your wife gets more shinies than you?
You guys would be surprised at the level of shinies that woman does actually get. And I cannot lie. There are times like off camera, I'm salty as shit about it.
And Echo, listen, talking about your missus, mate, how did you guys meet? Because obviously I know she's a big part of your, well, let's say Pokemon Go life, because obviously I've been following you as a creator for a while now on the old socials, on the old YouTube and that. And I know that she's a big part of it and is like, you know, your biggest supporter, your number one fan, which is honestly a beautiful thing to see. But did you guys meet through the game? Did you both play Pokemon Go and you know, tell me the situation, or was she not playing and you got her into it? How did the whole thing work, if you don't mind me asking?
Oh, no, not at all. This is one we're actually very open about because we find it funny to see the reactions of people. For starters, when me and her first met, she made fun of me for playing Pokemon.
They all do. They all do.
Yeah.
And they see
And now she spends more money than I do. I'll be sitting in the other room and she'll just walk away real quick and I'll hear that click it, ding on the iPhone. I'm like, bitch, what did you buy now? But we actually met on, I guess, it's kind of a free form of Tinder, if you will.
Okay.
Just flat out couple of horny kids on a weekend that turned out, well, like this.
Yeah. Oh, that's amazing. I wanted to crack a Pokemon OnlyFans joke, but I'm not good. I'm gonna be sensible. I'm gonna be sensible for these questions, mate. No, that's lovely, mate. So like you said, you both play now, and she comes along with all your adventures, and it's brilliant. I love it, mate. I love it.
You obviously you travel a lot for work and bits and pieces. What are some of your favourite places that you've been to and
Bastard
visited?
stole my question.
Oh, sorry, dude.
Well, I mean,
cut me out and you can ask it.
I'll come up with it.
That one can go on for a while, so I can actually answer for both of you. My dream trip was always to go to Japan, the birthplace of the game we all love. But I actually had not left the country for the first time until I was 26 years old. And it was a trip to France. My wife, her dream destination was Paris. And when I knew I was going to ask her to marry me, and being the bougie bitch that I am, I couldn't do it simply. So I flew her to France for 9 days and asked her to marry me in front of the Eiffel Tower.
Oh, that's amazing.
Oh, mate.
Nicely done.
Talk about romantic. Listen, Echo, my bloody girlfriend listens to this, mate. Jesus Christ.
You know, you're not the first person. Literally, my friends, when they heard what I was doing, they were like, dude, raise the fucking bar a little. And to make it even worse for everybody, I did it. I planned it to do it. Literally, the day I asked her to marry me in front of the Eiffel Tower was on our 2-year anniversary.
Awesome.
Bloody smooth operator here.
I don't know if that'll
Fucking hell.
show up, but
Yeah, we can see that. Yeah.
I had that picture taken by the only stranger in the park I could find that spoke English. For our wedding present was she took me to Japan for the Japan Go-Fest. And honestly, I feel like that trip was the one that changed my life, because I came back from that and legitimately quit my day job, started a couple of different side hustles. She took new contracted work. And since then, we have lived in, I want to say, 13 different cities across 7 different states so far.
Wow.
So
Amazing.
that completely changed your outlook, like completely, that Japan.
Oh, yeah,
trip.
that Japan trip changed everything.
Apart from playing Pokemon Go, which isn't so much a hobby for you now, I mean, obviously you're a full-time creator. What sort of hobbies do you do away from Pogo?
Honestly, my biggest hobby outside of Pogo is nature. Like, I relate to Nick Trainer Tips a lot in my outside life because
Who?
when
Was that the trainer club, did you say?
Here we go with this shit.
Yes, Echo, he knows.
Oh yeah, I watched. I'm paying attention. I the second I said it, I was like, God damn it, I should have just said Nick.
You knew it was coming.
But I like to spend so much time out in the woods. Like every place we've been, I have done everything I can to go out and hike a new area. And one of the biggest goals I met on Swablu Community Day. I climbed a mountain. I was at altitude 3,200 feet at the top. It was from the ground straight up like 4 miles. I was dead at the end of it, but it was something I wanted to do for a very long time. And every place I want to go, I try to make sure, yes, I'm that type that wants to be in the city, but I don't want nature to be more than like a 20-minute drive from me.
Echo, I know that Swablu does look like a cloud, but you took that literally trying to get up
Oh,
as
yeah.
high as you could.
Yeah.
Sorry, that was such a shit dad joke. Sorry.
I know dad jokes are the best.
That was the worst joke I've ever cracked, for fuck's sake. Sorry. And Marky boy, you've been really quiet, mate. What about your questions?
What about my questions? I've got to think of one at the moment. You lot have just took them all. You know what I'm going to
You're not going to ask him that, surely.
Why wouldn't I? Yeah.
Okay.
Why wouldn't I? So,
I did think about asking this. I thought, no, I'll leave it for Mark.
I'm going to nick one of our patrons' questions that popped up on the message, actually, because I think it's a really good one. Since we've had the pandemic, or we're still in the pandemic, and obviously, you know, we love traveling. Jesus Christ, we can't all get in a car and meet up at the moment because it's still really on edge. What have you done to sort of scratch that itch for someone who's obviously you've traveled a lot with work and all? I'm assuming that still happens, does it? Or has that changed during the pandemic?
Oh no, we started our original travel contract right at the beginning of the pandemic.
So it started basically as the pandemic came in, and so you've been literally traveling around, have you, during it?
Yeah, that was actually probably the worst timing we've ever had. So my wife, what she does, for those that don't know, she's a travel nurse. And what we do is go from city to city that have understaffed hospitals that need nurses that aren't necessarily stuck in a specific place. And she's always loved travel. And I figured for my content and to help better my channel, being in a new city every 12 to 13 weeks is very good because everybody likes seeing new scenery. The pandemic hit March. She signed the contract for the job the last day of February. So we didn't know that this was going to be happening. As we were driving across the United States, we landed in a hotel in a town called Waco, Texas. And her mom called and was like, hey, have you guys turned on the news at all? We were like, no, we don't really watch the news when we're on the road. What's going on? She goes, well, Texas just shut down. And I figured since you guys are there, you should know. And I'm like, what the fuck do you mean Texas shut down? So we looked and the governor shut down the entire state. So everything we had planned, I had to wake up the morning after and call and cancel everything because none of it was open, had to get refunds. And since then, I mean, travel has been difficult, but I try to get in contact with just about every city, someone in one of the states or wherever we're going to figure out what the local requirements are. You know, we were in a town. We went when my in-laws were here, we went to Idaho, just across the border. They haven't had a mask mandate the entire pandemic. So we got there and didn't know it. We were walking around and I'm like, what is wrong with these fucking people? And I asked one of the locals and they were like, oh yeah, we don't talk about the vaccines or masks or anything here. If you want to do it, you can, but don't expect anybody else to do it because it's essentially a town full of tinfoil hats. Having my wife work in the medical field, like I'm not as scared as other people are of the virus. I've seen what it does firsthand to people. So I'm still very cautious, but at the same time, I don't like condemn people, but I also don't go, oh, anti-masker, anti-vaxxer. Like I'm kind of the median guy. So for travel for us, it's been different for the fact that we can't leave the United States, but other than that, we haven't really let it stop much.
I apologize because my Wi-Fi went a bit funny during that answer, mate. But I will just say the fact that you guys could continue to do what you were doing, I think that's amazing, especially for your missus as well. So good for you guys, and as well being a nurse over the last year has been, I mean, we should be talking about Pokemon Go, but for real, like they've been heroes. So massive shout out.
Anyone else got a second question?
Yeah, go on then. I think Echo, you and I chatted a little bit about this on Twitter itself, but you're up in Washington State at the moment, and
Yes.
what is Mount Rushmore like actually in person? Because it looks like one of those places. It's just like fucking awesome.
Yeah, so I'm actually very sad about that topic because I filmed an entire vlog travel day at Mount Rushmore. And as I was at the hotel editing the video and getting ready to back everything up, my hard drive hit the floor and I could not get that memory recovered. Everything I tried, it would not. And I even sent it out to a friend who does memory repair work. And he was like, yeah, where it hit on the drive, I could try to do it, but the company is going to make me charge you even for the friends and family discount like $300 and it might work.
Okay.
Ooh.
That's not good.
So, but to tell you the honest to God truth, sadly, I hate to say this, it's a little underwhelming. It's absolutely amazing to see in person, but if you're not there during the season, which we weren't, there was still snow on the ground, so you can't do the mountain trail to get you close enough to it. So where you stand at on the stage and look at the heads, it's cool to see, but at the same time, it looks like you're just kind of holding up a postcard and looking at it.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah. Fair. Appreciate the honesty.
No, too right. So I'm going to ask you, because it's my comedy question. Right, you're having a night out, you're having a few beers, and you need a wingman or wingwoman there with you. Which Pokemon would you pick to be that person?
Assuming my wife isn't going to kill me for this, that's a good question. Damn. I had a feeling you were going to ask too, and I did not come prepared.
He asked everybody.
I know, and I should have been prepared for that one. You know what? I'm going to go down the rabbit hole, and we're just going to do this on the dark side. I'm going to say Lickitung, because if something with a tongue like that gives me a reference, I know I'm getting in.
That's what I said. That is exactly the same what I said.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
My God.
Good call.
You went where Ian went with it. He went where Ian went with it.
Same page, man.
Right. So we're going to go into the next part of the podcast. In true typical fashion, this dropped on us at the very last minute, but at the same time, we did allow for something to drop in, as I always seem to host the episode near the end of the month, just the way it keeps falling. But yes, I'm going to mention three words. GO-Fest 2021.
Woohoo!
Ian, Milo, before I lose my shit over it, guys, how are we feeling about it?
It looks incredible.
You know
It
what?
looks really, really good.
They have really given us a gift with this Go-Fest. They really have. It looks fucking awesome. It really does.
The only thing I've got to say on it is that, Mark, man, you should have trusted your instinct. It was 3 words, Pokemon GO-Fest. It was 3.
I'm feeling a bit tired now, Coops.
Yeah, you're fine. Echo, I'm going to be honest, brother. I'm actually going to be a little bit negative about the Go-Fest. So, so as a creator, what do you think about it getting the news today?
I'm going to probably be a little bit negative about it too. One, I couldn't have said it better myself than my friend Carina on Twitter. She said her tweet was just simply, I can't wait for the 2021 Go-Fest makeup day. That is where my skepticism comes in, because I've been to in-person events. I've been to not in-person events, and they can't seem to not fuck it up, no matter if it's worldwide or 100,000 people standing right next to each other. And I also kind of feel like releasing, so I get that it's a big event, but we've had so many big events that this one, they're just going like over the top with it, because if they don't, then it's just another event. Because since the beginning of the pandemic, we've had maybe a day off in between every single event since the start of it.
Yep.
And to me, it's no longer like when they send out a tweet about an event announcement and I'm like, okay, I know in the next 30 seconds, we're going to get 45 notifications from every other YouTuber working directly with Niantic about this update shit that's supposed to be so fantastic. And I'm like, but it's not an event anymore. It's just daily gameplay. You guys don't give us 10 minutes to breathe. So how do you call it an event if it never stops?
It's a very, very, very good point.
It's
a
true.
Very good point.
It's true. It's how 2021 has been playing out, really, hasn't it?
But
Yeah,
pretty much. But the Go-Fest, it does look pretty good. There's some nice meat in there, isn't there? And
oh, definitely.
firstly, $5 tickets. Come on, guys. That's just insane.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's amazing value. Amazing
It's
value.
definitely bizarre that Mr. Rhyme was more
Yeah,
expensive than this.
fucking hell. That was £8.
You know,
Two Galarian Mr. Mime.
I still get backlash for that.
I did
Do
it. I
you?
did it too. It's
I-
isn't
I
it?
did
Yeah,
it
I
as
did
well.
it as well.
Yeah.
I was adamant I wasn't going to touch it, and then I was like, do you know what? I'm not doing anything today. I'm going to do it.
But no, I'm with Ian though. The price is incredible, and I've seen on social media a lot of people are happy, and too right they should be. This is how much I think an event should be, a weekend event. I don't think it should be 13, 14 quid. I don't, obviously,
No.
you know, the Mr. Rhyme, that was a one-off. That I don't know what they were thinking, but like I think an event like this, considering how much money they get on an hourly basis anyway, just from general
Just for me.
yeah. It's I think £5 is amazing.
And that's for
amazing,
2 days
amazing.
gameplay as well. Don't forget, it's for 2
it's
days
amazing.
gameplay.
It's amazing, amazing.
But
And for
Sorry,
21 raid passes, like that alone, the 21 raid passes pays for the
Yeah,
$5.
it's true.
yeah.
I don't want to say amazing again, but it really is amazing.
Yeah.
But I think Milo and I'll go through some of the ins and outs, and we haven't prepared this, so it could be a bit messy. But
Yes, no, do it. Good luck, by the way.
We'll swap words individually.
yeah, so day one is called catch. It's all about catching, and the hourly habitats are back, which Milo kind of predicted. There's some interesting habitats. So we're going to have the jungle habitat, desert mountain, ocean beach. That one sounds pretty cool to me. And the cave habitat.
Get me a
Got
vodka
Swablu in
crown,
it,
bro.
yay.
So I mean, some of the Pokemon that they're advertising here do seem underwhelming. The habitats are back, and I'm guessing they'll probably rotate like they did last year, probably twice.
Yeah.
And then obviously there's raids. So on Saturday, there's going to be raids such as Hitmontop, Cranidos, Dino. So people are going to be raiding Dino because they're going to want that little green.
That's why Niantic dropped the price of the ticket, is they know.
They know that
Dino
somebody
ra-
like Echo is
Dino
probably going to
raids.
drop a couple of $100 boxes on there.
That's just Milo, is it?
Echo, Milo. Yeah. So there are some good things to raid. Pokemon related to music, such as Chimecho, Kricketot, or Dino. And a especially for you, Coops, special costumed Pikachu. We know you like a good costumed Pikachu will be.
In their defense, this one looks really cool.
Yeah.
It's very different. It's very unique, isn't
yeah.
it?
It's like the Pikachu Libre. Sorry, not that none of you lot would know, because that's what you get when you get to Legend in PvC.
Seen screenshots,
Libre.
mate. So, yeah.
I actually have that one, Coops.
Listen,
cup.
little cup does not count. I'm joking. Sorry, Ian.
Obviously, it wouldn't be a GO-Fest without your avatar item getting a free GO-Fest t-shirt. So that's going to be available in the avatar shop. And they are actually going to be releasing actual physical GO-Fest t-shirts for those of you who live in the US or Canada. Sadly, us in the UK won't get them unless we know people in the States that will basically be able to post them out to us. So I've already got my order.
I think Echo. I think that was a message to you, brother.
We'll place our orders with Echo at the end. Don't worry. I'm a medium.
Yeah. Echo. I'm an extra large, man. Don't forget to add in that white Echo merch hoodie as well. Yeah.
Oh my God, the fucking hoodie. I was waiting for it.
So Milo, we'll pass over to you because I'm not going to steal all of this information.
As expected, there are going to be some new shinies released with this GO-Fest, and there are a whole bunch. For this year, they are giving them out to us straight away. We're not going to have to play guesswork. So Shiny Whismur and its family will be released. Shiny Chimecho, Shiny Ordino, and Shiny Timpole and its subsequent family will all be shiny released subsequently with the hours that they appear in. They're all featured in a different hour, which will cycle through twice within each of the days. So I love the fact that they're bringing the rarer ones. Ordino and Chimecho shinies are really nice. I'm looking at Ordino though. I'm wondering, could we see a Mega Ordino release? Possibly. Maybe a little hint there with the shiny Ordino being in the wild.
I think that silence was that no one gives a shit about Mega Rodino.
I'm just throwing something out in the air, mate.
I'm joking.
Play nice, play fair.
Purple shinies are my absolute favorite, so I'm excited about that.
You're down for that one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Pokemon GO-Fest 2021 is a music festival, and you are the show director. making us all feel extremely special. And wow, yeah, great.
Rockstar Pikachu.
There are 2 different costume Pikachus, and you get to pick. It'll be much like the Kanto tour with the red and the green tickets. This time you choose a rock star Pikachu or a pop star Pikachu. That's Jesus Christ, it's so bizarre. But depending on which one you pick, you actually get some brand new music produced by the guy who originally produced the Pokemon music, which is pretty sick, I think. That's really, really quite a nice touch.
Yes, okay. Produced by 50 Cent.
Can I just ask, Milo, what do you think they were actually smoking when they came up with this theme for this year?
Money.
Well, it's Niantic. They were probably smoking some trash or something, weren't they?
It was smoking
This
money.
is what they were worried about because it's sponsored by Google.
Yeah.
Yes.
It is actually. I've just seen that on the poster. Yes.
Yeah, it's sponsored by Google, so they're going with the Google Play Music theme.
Well, yeah, it makes sense now.
Depending on which one, I think I'm reading this right, is that you also get to pick a couple of different spawns, which will also be in costume. So you can pick either Shiny or the Galarian Ponyta or Galarian Zigzagoon. They'll each have a costume from what I can read, and Gardevoir or Flygon. So you get like 2 of each of the 4 of them, and they'll all have an individual costume. So more costume shinies to hunt, people. Whoop-de-doo.
All that space for them. Oh.
Love it. Absolutely love it.
I really hope they increase the storage before this event, else it could be a bit of a clusterfuck.
I think they will. They'll leave it till the last minute and they won't say anything.
Oh, of course.
That's how it will
We'll
be.
put up to like 4.5 or 5,000.
We've listened to you, trainers. We've listened to you in your hour of need just before GO-Fest. You've just worked your
10
bag
minutes.
space.
10 minutes before we start the event. Have some more storage
After
space.
everyone's cleared about 500 spaces.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
what I
man.
mean. Yeah.
But I threw away so many Pokemon last year, and then they were like, "Here's a storage increase." I'm like, to be honest, actually, now I have like 2,500 space. I can catch shit. That's great.
Yeah, not have to think about it. That's always good.
That's all good. But another thing that I sort of thought would come through, and we all kind of agreed with this when we talked about it, is the Global Challenge Arena and the Collection Challenges will be making a return, which
I hated
we
that
expected a
shit.
Global Challenge.
Yeah, we knew that was
Collection
happening. didn't
challenges
we?
are
Yeah.
they're a marmitey thing, aren't they? Some people like them, some people really don't like them. To be honest, I couldn't really care less. I just catch whatever I fucking see. So there'll be a collection challenge for each of the 4 biomes that are going to be featured. But within this, I'm going to skip forward ahead. Increased shiny odds is what I'm reading off of Incensed, which is really cool.
Did you say Incensed?
Incensed podcasts. Perfect to listen to. There's a whole, you could listen to enough episodes over the course of the whole GO-Fest. There's enough material there, trust me.
There will be by GO-Fest.
We're going to have a couple more shinies released. Shiny Thror and Shiny Sork will be joining the new shinies.
Mate, I do love you, but there might be a lot of people, especially the Americans. I think it's Throw. I think it's pronounced Throw.
Is it Throw?
Yeah.
I had to make some kind of mistake.
The fact that Casual Coops had to let the trainer come know is kind of embarrassing, but I think it's Throw. I don't think it's what you said. Sorry.
We're allowed to make one mistake.
Are you right, Coops? It is
here and
Throw,
there, you
to
know.
my knowledge, yeah.
And Shiny Unknown F is going to be coming out.
So day 2, every raid that you complete, you're going to earn an extra 10,000 XP. Spinning photo disc will give you up to 10 raid passes. These are for in-person raids only. Completing timed research will earn you up to 8 remote raid passes. And there will be a free event bundle that contains 3 remote raid passes.
So we get, is that right? We get 20, is that 21?
21. Yeah.
There's 21 passes. in
21
total.
for
That's good.
$5. Yeah.
So yeah, you've got 10 in-person and 11 remote.
Jeez, that's all right. That's all
What
right.
Ian, what did I say earlier? It's going to be...
Cracking.
No, for fuck, does anybody ever listen to me? No, it's going to be amazing. It's going to be amazing. I said it about 8 times. Fuck's sake. I'm going to start my own podcast.
Amazing.
I'll join.
Yeah, Echo, me and Echo. Oh my God.
I want to see your t-shirts, Coops, that come out with just the word amazing on the front.
Yeah.
That'd be amazing. Amazing.
Coops' t-shirt will actually just say, you know, on it.
You know,
Yeah.
on the back as he walks away. Amazing. You know.
With a dot. I do actually want I do because I want Milo to be back, because I just want to quickly express.
Oh, fuck's sake. Sorry about that. Some fucking cretin delivery driver at the wrong place. You know when someone's banging at your front door and they won't fuck off for like, 10 minutes straight.
Yeah.
Like, mate, I'm clearly not here.
You say to it, I'm recording a fucking podcast.
Yeah, I'm recording a podcast. Could you fuck off, please?
They're like, yeah,
Sorry
but we've got
about
your
that.
Amazon Fresh order.
It's not coming today. Not coming today.
It's always different when
gonna
they
say.
deliver something to someone that you don't want what they're trying to deliver to someone that isn't you. It was like a few bottles of gin. You've gone, I'll take it in for you, and then I'll
Gin,
deliver it to them
happy.
later.
McDonald's, no thanks, not my vibe. Plus, like, if I'm not answering the door for 10 minutes and clearly it's not me, phone the person on your receipt.
All right, so guys, can everybody hear me?
Yeah.
Hello?
Yeah. All right. All right, so look, I'm just going to be typical me, and I'm not being negative because obviously we all love a GO-Fest. I've said it before. I do love GO-Fest, and I'm very, very, very hyped at the fact that this one does sound amazing. But I do just want to bring everybody back down to earth, and I just want to be the first one to point out that me personally, I really, 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 not going to say hate because Ian's taught me it's a very strong word, but I'm going to say I really do dislike the hour rotations. I really, really personally, I don't like them. I absolutely hate them. And I've gone to GO-Fest before, and all of the spawns are what am I trying to say? They're all just they're all just there.
Yeah.
And you can grind for what you want. And going off my experience of the last GO-Fest, whatever the fuck it was called, Safari Zone. I know people sometimes like Coops, you said the wrong thing, but you know what I mean.
I know what you mean.
The Liverpool, that was it, the play at home Liverpool one. And I just don't like it because, as I've explained before, like we've got those shitty collection challenges. There's going to be raids everywhere. You're going to be with people, and by the time you've done that and you've got past the confetti in the game, when
That's
you've
if
got
they actually
past,
release the confetti this time.
When you've got past all of that, you look at your Pokemon storage, and you're like, okay, so in that hour, I've caught 4 Stunfisk and 8 Shieldon, and I don't like that. I don't. It's all too much. It's in my personal opinion, it's all too much. I don't like the hour thing, because the really good hours, they've got good raids, they've got good collection challenges, they've got good research, they've got good shadow Pokemon, so you can't grind. And the reason why I play this game is to grind. And now for the XL candy, I just got to put it out there, guys. I fucking hate the hour thing, and they've done it for the last 3 or 4 GO-Fest, and I don't like the hour thing.
Coops,
I absolutely hate it.
What you're forgetting, Coops, the really important thing is there's going to be a free print at home kit for you.
So that will be the background of our OnlyFans video at the time.
Yeah.
So that will help keep you calm, yeah.
Coops, you're absolutely right, actually. And do you know what? I'm actually probably for the first time ever just going to grind this. I'm going to ignore all the other stuff. Do you know what?
Same. Yeah.
Because the last time we had it, like I said to you guys, I was really open about it. I nearly gay. I just have to. I said, I've had enough of this fucking event. There's too much going on here.
Yeah.
This is too much.
Well, here we go, Mark.
I think
Here's
now
an
I know
idea.
what.
Here's an idea. What say? I mean, it's in July. It was a couple of weeks away. What say the 4 of us all get together and do it together? Would that help motivate you?
I could motivate you all.
But no, I have to completely agree because, like, my wife and I, for the Kanto tour, we went out of town. I spent, and people are going to make fun of me for this, I spent like $2,000 for the 2 days to go out of town for the Kanto tour event, to come home with a bag storage that looked like a fucking community weekend redo. I got like 1 new shiny after the entire event because of my style of play and the way that I grind. Like, when it's just rotating the hours and you have crap luck with RNG, but you can't keep repeating looking for them. Like, she came home, and this is one of those, I'm going to be salty about this shit. She currently has 5 shiny Hitmonchan and got shiny Hitmonlee. I got, and Coops remembers this, the end of my video, I got 1 in the last like 30 minutes of the event, 1 Hitmonchan Hitmonlee after being on my feet the entire day.
And Echo, this is the thing, like, and I don't want to always be the one that drags it down, but you're completely right, mate. And that was happened recently. It's like people were like, oh my God, new shiny Aldino. Yeah, but let's think about last summer. Fucking Gibble was on the front of the poster. I think I saw about 17 in the whole day.
Yeah.
And it's the same like you said about the Hitmonchan, Hitmonlee thing. I think Milo out of the Incensed boys, he was the only one that got both. Me personally, I didn't get any. I don't think Ian or
I
oh
didn't
my
get
God.
one of the hit
No,
ones. No.
so it's just like, don't get me wrong, all of this sounds great, shiny Aldino, but during the
But
day,
we have
if
to
you
look
only,
at the facts.
yeah, if during the day, if you see less than 50 and the shiny rate's 1 in 400, do you know what I mean? You've got to be incredibly lucky. So I get it that everybody's like, oh my God, people didn't get their unknown shinies, the G and the O. So it's just like, guys, like, can everybody just fucking chill a bit? I get it that it is hype. I understand that. But for me, I'm at this point in the game, I'm just so brutally real now with it. And I'm like, shiny Aldino. And I'm like, well, whether I get it this Go Fest or whether I get it in 2032, I'm going to get it. Do you know what I mean? So it's like,
because looking at it this way, this is probably going to be the last play at home Go Fest. Next year, we're probably going to go back to in real life events, and then we are going to be able to have a real Go Fest.
Do you know what?
They're doing the best that they can, aren't they?
Yeah, and do you know what? I think I said it last week. I've made peace with RNG, believe it or not. But it resonates with me what you both say, Tony. I fucking hate it. Just because I've made peace with it doesn't mean I fucking like it.
Right. But see, like, that's another thing, though, is we talk about RNG, but look at how many shinies they're releasing on top of that. So on top of having to deal with the bullshit of the research and the catch challenges and everything else, tasks and all that, you're also looking at, okay, so we've got this much, and this much for each shiny for this shiny rate, but you only have this hour to go for it. How are you supposed to grind? Like, literally, if you're not grinding nonstop the entire event, it's going to go one of two ways. I can either tell you, like, right off the top of my head, the same 4 people I know that are going to get the shinies, and then everybody else who's just going to get piped.
Wait a sec, you're not saying content creators get shinies, are you? Is that what you're saying?
No. I know my wife is going to be one of them. She's going to fucking get all of them, and I'm going to get a different hotel room and sleep by myself.
Yeah, but Milo, what, Billy? Why have you been so quiet? Talk to us about.
I couldn't get a word in edgeways. You guys were so all over each other.
So I'm done now. I'm off.
I'm going to say I do agree, because you have to enter this thing going off of the back of last year's Go Fest. A certain amount of pessimism will be present. Certainly, Dino, will be like Gibble. So it may be.
Dino's in raids, isn't it? Dino's in raids.
I do think it might be featured in the spawns. It's featured in one of the biomes.
It was Rock and Roller and that, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, it is. Yes, it's the cave habitat. Yeah. So it is. It's like Gibble. It is featured in one of the habitats as well as the raids. But it's going to be a rare spawn. The more that we go through more and more events, and the more that people play, you are simply going to encounter more Pokemon that you've already got shiny. It's just how the game's going to function. So whether you are a person who's going to chase the new shinies, my suggestion is just try and bloody click only the ones that you want. I know that's how one of my friends plays.
That's what I did during Kanto.
And you still got kind of shafted, really.
But I can't tell this little bitch what to do.
No, you can't.
That's very true. That is very, very true.
For all the listeners, he's not pointing to his wife. He's pointing to the gotcha.
Thank you for clarifying.
Love you,
I'll
bro.
be the next John Bob, and I talk to my wife like that.
I'll take it. MJ's not in the room with you.
No, she's currently at work saving lives.
I mean, one thing I just want to add to it. Sorry, Mike, to jump in there, because I think it's a really good perspective to have on it. The pandemic has changed the way we play these events, and I think, like you said, these play-at-home editions have kept the game going, haven't they? It's kind of kept that because if they've made the decision, you know what, we can't meet in person, we'll just go for the normal thing and not do it for a year. People would be a little bit, that's a shame, and you're right. I think it does add a dynamic, to still having the events, but like it does miss that thing that we all enjoy, and that's being around people and being able to sort of explore it, how we've known it to be before. But you're right, there'll be people that, and we've said this before, there'll be loads of people starting there, and I think their Pokemon Go journeys at different times. But you're right, it doesn't matter if you started it like 2 years, 3 years, 5 years ago. I think everyone will get to a point where they'll go, I kind of know what you mean, but it might be a later point for them, for others. But I do agree. It's been so hard. And I think, I think, and I thought about this the other day. I still think that when we go back to normal, they'll probably still do this format, maybe alongside it, though, so people can go to it and then do the play at homes. I think there's probably enough space to do that.
I think you're right.
It'll make them more money.
Yes, exactly. They'll be thinking that's a money maker right there.
Yeah. It's like remote raid passes, like we've talked about before.
What about the money?
Yes, indeed. But something else I wanted to say is, and you guys were talking about the rotating habitats and hating them, is I didn't actually hate them last year. because it kept it sort of.
We know what you
moving.
hated. You fucking hated the people that were every bloody.
Oh my
post.
God.
The Kanto tour. I'm glad that they're not in the notes.
That was
for
No,
this.
they're not
Kanto
mentioned in the
tour,
notes. No.
They're not mentioned here. So
You
those
wait
bloody Avatar
a
people.
week before. Surprise! You're going to get Pogo Milo UK.
Pogo Milo
every
UK
single
NPCs
Pogo.
everywhere.
What would be my lineup? Would just be Shiny Slack
Or
off.
Coops with that stupid pose.
Coops with his pose.
Coops
going,
with his pose.
Uh,
But I didn't hate the habitats, but we surely know why they're doing it. Is if you remember Dortmund 2019 when we went there, and you know the park for every IRL Go Fest, they all had different biomes like you
Yeah.
were talking about. This is the best that they
It's the
can do
closest
for
they
a
can
play
do.
from home.
Yeah.
It's
agreed.
the closest they can do. What I hated was how many of the rare Pokemon only came off Incense last year.
Mm.
Yeah.
Because you are restricted by how many Pokemon you can get off of an Incense anyway, 60 per hour, and then it's random what you're going to get. So people who may not have got shiny unknown G and O, that may be because their Incense RNG just didn't give them enough unknown. That's entirely.
I got loads of unknown last year, but didn't get a shiny.
Incense isn't a reliable source for catching Pokemon, which is why I'm glad to see they've put the 3-hour lures back. Actually, that's the first time they've put the 3-hour lures back, which is really nice to see.
Dumbass, I was raising my hand because I was saying that was me. I wasn't waiting for fucking permission.
but I do want to apologise because Ian, I know you said earlier about, was it the biomes? Was you talking about? Yeah, no, sorry, I didn't mean that. I was talking about, I think it was maybe 2018 where there was there was an event that I went to, and it wasn't about areas or different types of Pokemon on
You
different
went to a
hours.
Safari Zone.
Yeah, that is what I'm talking about. Those, sorry. So yeah, so it's not the biomes.
It's a different to a Go Fest.
Okay.
It's Safari Zone's like a much more sort of narrow window type event, which is why the Liverpool event,
and lesser spawns.
Yes, lesser spawns, but they're all sort of specially targeted against like either a typing or whatever. That's why Liverpool was focused on water Pokemon.
Yeah, thank you for clearing that up for me. It makes sense now. Casual, I didn't even know that. But yeah, I like Safari Zone, so bring on the next Safari Zone.
Yeah, that would be
See,
cool.
I wish they would do these in-person Go Fests like the Safari Zones, where it was just everything all at once and just hunt for whatever you want.
Yep,
the rotating hours, I can't deal with them. I hate them.
We'll probably get that on the Sunday, won't we? We'll probably get that on the Sunday like we did last year.
Possibly. Yeah, possibly. It'd be quite nice if you could pick and choose, like, you know how you did with the ticket for Kanto, you could pick and choose.
Okay, so spicy question then. So what is everybody going to go for? A pop star or a rock star Pikachu?
I have no
looking
fucking
at the
idea.
actual specifications. They give us.
I'll go Rockstar just because it looks better, I think.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, me too.
I'm going to go Rockstar because I am a rock star. There you go.
Nice
What's
move.
that song? I've been popping pills, fucking on it, and I feel like Pikachu.
all five of us are gonna go Rockstar.
Hey.
Rockstar.
Then I guess I'll go pop star because I look good in a dress.
It'll be a wonderful AR shot.
Yeah.
AR.
Those
I
AR shots are for
suppose,
the
Echo,
only
you're going to have
fans.
to go opposite to your wife, aren't you? So if she goes Rockstar, you'll have to go pop star.
Typically, yeah, I let her pick and then I just get what's left over. That's what happened with the Kanto tour as well.
Yeah, you ended up on the red ticket, didn't you?
Yeah, I literally bought both of them for both accounts and I just sat there because me playing professionally and so much, it gives me the chance to catch more than her. And there was a literal day. This was like, we went out to dinner and sat down and she went through a list of what Pokemon she needed more of on each side. Once her, Excel spreadsheet was made out and she made the final decision, I got to choose my ticket.
You can have one option.
Ian was thinking that someone else willingly chose red, so it was actually more, but you had to.
I
choose
literally just
I
chose it
had
because
to.
the badge was fucking awesome.
I
covered
did
that
like
in
the
early
badge.
shows. Yeah.
Did you stroke your badge as well?
Let's say it's been a long time since talked about stroking the badge.
That was about week 6 we finished talking about that.
Yeah,
Stroking the badge. Oh, dear.
Anyway, moving on.
Moving on to one of our favourite parts of the podcast. Some say Niantic interns are extremely conscientious, but when challenged over this on their performance reviews, they are asked to tone it down. Yes, it's our favourite feature, Ask the Intern.
Ask the intern. This has actually reminded me, Mark, we need you to do your flex it up. We need to record that. But anyway, shout out to my mate Ash. Ash wanted me to feature this, and basically because Gibble Community Day is coming up, and it's a huge, massive event which everyone is so hyped for. And he actually DM'd Niantic, and he just said, "Hi, I'm reporting a bug." And then they said, "Hello, trainer. Please describe the bug in detail, including what you were trying to do when the bug occurred and what you've experienced." I thought this was quite funny. So he said, "Dear Niantic, it's highly likely that there will be loads of issues and problems on Gibble Community Day due to high traffic. So I'm finding this bug report as a preemptive strike. Please make sure your servers and systems are robust to handle millions of players playing Pokemon Go. Everyone will have the game on, even casuals at funerals and weddings." I heard Ariana Grande has opened up the game after 6 months just to get enough Pokeballs to be ready for her assistants to play for her. Please don't mess this up. Good servers equals shundos for trainers. All the best. Pokemon trainer Ash.
Wow.
And then they replied and said, "Dear trainer, thank you for taking the time to share your experience with us. We will forward the information you provided to our relevant internal teams. Please note that you will not receive a personalized response to your report, but we greatly appreciate your feedback." And then they closed the conversation.
Wow. Blocked him.
Yeah.
Blocked him.
And I just thought I had to share that on Ask the Intern for this week.
That's brilliant. The
That's
detail,
cracking-
Coops, is
cracking
brilliant on
stuff.
that.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
did
I
he
love the
literally
fact
go
that
out to
you're on
troll
stage.
them with that comment?
Yeah, but I just love the fact they even replied, and they were like, "This guy's such a dick." So they did a proper reply, and then they were like, "We ended this conversation." Like, they just cut him off.
I love that. So this is fun. So we're going to ask he's not a mystery guest anymore, Echo Games. We're going to hand it over to you for the Shinies of the week.
Shinies of the week.
I have to read stuff. I didn't want to read stuff.
We make you work,
mainly because I'm gonna murder these names. Okay.
Fucking do it. I'm going to
Do
chop
it.
your dick off.
Well, I don't want to butcher people's names, but I guess I'm going to have to. So this is from Herv, I guess. While listening to the Incensed podcast and Shiny of the Week, this Sunday's release, they got a Shiny Hound Hour, which actually looks like it might have some spicy PvP stats on it. And yes, I'm a PvP guy in the background. Nobody knows that because I throw a fit too much, but I do like to PvP.
Oh, look at him.
Friend for you, Coops.
Friend.
This one is Sue with the Shiny Zigzagoon, which says really cute, but for me, I actually just I think it's like the best shiny in the game, hands down, which is why I evolved my Obstagoon the second I got it. And then we have I Am Pyrus, I guess, number 2 from a quest for shiny Zigzagoon, which I love seeing all the shiny Zigzagoon. It seems that the rates are much better for this than they were for the Galarian Ponyta, at least for me.
I think you're right.
They've turned them on this time, haven't they? So that helps.
Yeah, they remembered to turn shit on and leave it on this time. And then we have from Caroline, the random incense while listening to the podcast, got a shiny Coughing, which one of my favorite shinies of all time.
It is a good
Yes.
shiny.
And then last but not least, we have, I believe that's Nukemz Brown, rainy day outside using an incense while listening to the podcast, and bam, which by the way, I like the fact that this was the last one because they used bam. That's my signature shiny shout out. And it's a purple Murkrow.
Nice.
Nice.
Very nice.
Love
Lovely
that
selection of shinies. So I wanted to finish on this because I did mention it earlier. I did run a poll, so not tonight, but this is one we put on for a good 24 hours. So there's been a big thing about Twitch recently about hot tub streaming and gaming, and Twitch have basically done probably the right thing. They've said we're going to have its own category. So in essence, that means it ain't going anywhere. So haters are going to hate, and those who want to gain followers by trying it will probably gain followers by doing it. But anyway, getting to the point, I ran a poll and I thought, the Incense boys, we're game for anything, aren't we? So I said, with all this hot tub talk going on right now, who'd be down for the Incense crew recording an episode of our podcast in the hot tub? Needless to say, we had quite a bit of response to this one. So we've thrown it out there. And 67% of you out there have gone hell to the yeah. So I've ordered the chlorine, guys. when it's safer.
Should probably find a hot tub first, not just sit in a load of chlorine.
I was going to say, I mean, I got a Speedo from when I was in Europe, but like, we don't have a hot tub.
We're gonna,
Good news, boys. I've actually got one.
Yeah, but
Oh,
Mark
shit.
hasn't told you his next week's question is what are we actually going to be wearing in the hot tub?
Absolutely nothing.
So we have agreed to keep everybody happy. It will be a video podcast.
It's gonna happen.
Multi-camera angles.
Oh dear God!
Coops, bring your GoPro.
Bring your
I will. Underwater.
So I had to get that one in there, guys. So yeah, we are the boys, and we're going to have to do it, aren't we? So another round is complete. And again, thank you all for joining us this one. If you enjoyed the podcast, please hit that follow, subscribe button on Apple, Google, Spotify, and many more. And also, please leave us a 5-star review to support us. Please also follow us on Twitter and Instagram at Incensed Podcast to keep updated with all the latest stuff. Yes, we have got the new jingles now. So I know they're on the last episode. So Brett, thank you yet again. And actually, Echo, just before we wrap this one up, tell the listeners a little bit about yourself, mate. We've got you on. You've been an amazing guest. It's been brilliant having you on board. For those who don't know who you are, and for people that listen to podcasts that are going, actually, who's this guy? Tell us a bit about you. Share your handles with us all, mate, and everything. Tell us where we can find you, buddy.
I spell it out because people spell it so many different ways. It's going to be Echo Games, ECHO space games. That's on YouTube. And then everywhere else is going to be Echo Games OG. And you can find that in the link to any one of my videos, except for, I think, my older ones, because I didn't know shit about editing videos back then or what you're supposed to put in the description. Like one of my very first videos had no description to it. And I didn't know that was a thing.
I've just learned that now. Thanks for that tip.
But like, Echo, for real, mate, like just to go off from what Mark said, because I love saying it as well, mate. Thank you for coming on. Really, really, really appreciate it. It's been good fun. Looking forward to meeting you in real life, brother. I mean that.
Oh, as soon as we can travel, I promise you, I will be to the UK.
Me too. I want that lucky trade, man.
Yeah. Stupid trades.
It'd be lovely to meet you as well, but I want the trade.
Good to meet and grab a beer.
If you can find a place that has my bougie sparkling water, I'll do that because I actually don't drink.
I could probably sort you out.
I tell you what, mate, there's some bloody good alcohol-free beer now, mate. They've changed it. The rules have all changed. In the last 5 years, everything's available now, and it's bloody good, mate. It's bloody good.
Well, if you're in the UK, definitely hit us up, and we'll certainly do that if we can track you down in the States.
I mean, I'm pretty open. I can make it anywhere within like 12 hours. You just got to let me know.
I went to Texas to get an O&X. He's down for anything, let's face
Yeah,
it.
I've got frequent flyer miles for days.
Oh, dear, mate. Well, thanks for that, Echo. Really do mean it, man. Thank you for coming on, buddy. It was really great to get you on. Did anyone get lucky other than Echo? Because he got a bloody shiny Marill. Did you get another shiny, or did anyone get any shinies or anything decent whilst we recorded this?
Nothing this week.
No.
Nothing?
Mark,
No.
what about you?
No, just the stupid Merrill.
Just that stupid shiny. Oh,
Just the
bloody
shiny.
hell. Well, it's good. The luck does keep going. So actually, like as we said, by the time we get to GO-Fest 2021, there'll be enough of our episodes for you to play for the whole weekend. So you've got that to look forward to. That'll guarantee you some shinies. Guys, got anything else you want to add before we wrap this one up?
Well, I just want to say a big thank you for you guys having me because that was an absolute honor.
It's been a pleasure, mate. We'd definitely like to have you back again, too.
Oh,
Yeah,
anytime.
sure.
You guys let me know. Like I tell everybody else, if I'm not out recording, I'm just a bored housewife anyway. So my schedule's open.
So when your wife gets home, is she going to, give you shit for not actually cleaning or doing anything today?
Oh, fuck no. I got everything clean before you guys got on the call.
You got everything clean when we're waiting for Milo's mic to get sorted, weren't you?
Yeah,
You know?
it took a while.
At least he has a mic.
Fair point. But no, mate, thank you so much. So thank you, everyone, for tuning in to listen. Have a great week, and we will see you in episode 17. Wow. Keep safe, everyone.